I consider myself, or as I shared with Shannon and our board here, team, I'm kind of a seed explorer. I'm a seed journeyist. I introduced myself to Jer and team, and I search for seeds, I search for plants that are outside of the U.S. So that we could bring these unknown vegetables that are very well known in other parts of the world, bring them here to the U.S. so that we can enjoy them, so that we can also have maintain, varietal integrity of some of these amazing vegetables that are available throughout the world. So I look forward to developing that a little bit further in our exchange this afternoon. But again, that's just a quick introduction as to who I am. I grew up in South Central Missouri, so this is home. So it's great to see all you folks.
Apparently we're not the only ones as fans of Roots and Refuge. Very few people have actually left the area for this one, so looking forward to hearing Jessica speak to everybody.
Give her all those smile wrinkles around her eyes.
Yep.
So take it away, love.
Oh, goodness. I actually have a little bit of nerves in public speaking, and people are like, you talk to lots of people all the time. I'm like, no, I talk to a camera. It's very different. I'll tell you that by the end of these events, I'm usually just a puddle. So if I've cried or snotted on you so far, I'm really sorry. Whenever the number climbs and gets bigger and bigger, it's like, cool, we're doing a good job when it's a number on the screen. But when we come to things like this and it's real people and stories and tears and testimonies and photos of beautiful gardens, it's very different. It's very different. That's not just a number on a screen. And I think the reality of what we're doing feels real. It feels more real here than it ever does whenever we're talking to the camera at home. So thank you so much, everyone who has come out and who has shared. Please do come talk to us. We want to talk to you. You're not bothering us. It's what we came here for. Because we want to hear your stories and see your faces and hug your neck. Oh, goodness. my mom. I see my mom walking back this way. My mom was a gardener whenever I was a girl. Some of my earliest memories were in a garden. She really did a lot of ornamentals, and we always had a house full of house plants. And I specifically remember being a really young child and going with her. She would put in people's like garden beds and businesses and stuff like that, kind of as a side job. And we would go with her. And so the garden itself is something that is, you know, it's pretty familiar to me. It's not something that I had to stumble into. I kind of grew up with my feet in the dirt. However, until like my mid-20s, I was pretty much a self-proclaimed black thumb because I made some mistakes. And so I thought I wasn't good at gardening, and I just kind of accepted that as truth about myself. And so I would go to like garden centers with my mom, and you know they have that rack in the back with clearance plants. And my mother was like the hospice for plants. Like they would go to her house, or she would rehab them. She was the rehab for plants. I was the hospice. They would go to my house to die. And so like I was like, I'm a terrible gardener. I kill everything. But then I learned that I needed holes in the bottom of my pots. Like, you know, they don't sell it. What is up with that? Why don't they put those in the bottom of pots? You go buy pots. And so many people tell me, they're like, I kill every plant. I'm like, does it have drainage? Like, I always go to the issues that I was making my mistakes whenever I was new at this. And I learned very simple things that I had been messing up on, and I had given up gardening, and I started to think, I wonder who else gave up gardening because they thought they couldn't do it because they messed up once or twice, or in, you know, a case like me, like 100 times. I killed a lot of plants. I still do. I killed plants this year, multiple ones. I've killed multiple plants. I'm very forgetful. And so, like, that's okay, though. Guess what? I'm not a bad gardener.
Not pineapple
And when I started to share on YouTube, I was really kind of embarrassed at how average I was at gardening. And then all these people are like, I love your garden and you're doing such a really good job. And I'm like, really? You really think that? And they're like, yeah, look how awesome this is. I can't grow anything. I'm like, oh, okay, I get this. Well, if I can do it, you can do it. And so since then, I'm experiencing the incredible testimony of seeing people finding joy in the garden because they learned to believe that they could. And so